to the podcast. So, nowadays, I have seen that most of us are, um, especially the young dentists, when they start practicing, they have too many dreams that we will buy this, we will be famous this way, we will do this, and etc. But we usually forget that our 20s are the most important for our investment, for our saving, the way we save our degrees, the way we do the clinical practice, the way we maintain our day so that each day is a productive day. So today I got really a great opportunity as he's an influencer of dentists, and personally I got inspired by his reels and his behavior, his attitude towards life. So today the Dr. Sarthak is gonna explain us in detail, and this podcast is for all the young dentists out there. That includes me also, and I have learned a lot and already took steps. I can't wait when you will take these steps and mention us what you learn about it. We will be very grateful to help you and to guide you as much we can. So let's dive in the podcast and understand from him the better way.
So, hi, doctor, and how was your day today? First of all, good morning. I need to make it clear that it's a Sunday morning, and thank you for making your time. So, how's your day been? Like, what's your
So it's currently 8 a.m. and I've recently woke up and it's just the start of the day. I guess it's a very great start of the day doing this thing. So looking forward for it.
yeah? But before we start here, I need to ask you now only. I know this question has
Mhm.
been there in further podcasts, but what's your morning routine look like?
My morning routine. Okay, so basically my morning begins very early these days because I used to wake up at around 9 or 10 previously, but currently I have changed my lifestyle for a better me, I would say. So it begins around 6:30 or 7 a.m. currently. And I usually go to the gym in the morning, but if the time doesn't permit me, I usually do it in the night as well. So
Oh,
yes, gym and then straight to work probably. And currently, I have been as an associate dentist in the clinic. So usually go there in my morning time.
that's nice. That's actually nice. But this question, I was like genuinely I wanted to ask because I've seen your profile. I've literally seen
Hmm.
your profile and get inspired because I've seen that you have shown the journeys that you are doing in hospital, in clinics, and how you start your mornings and everything. I've
Hmm.
seen that. So,
Hmm.
there's a question for everyone and mainly for you that what do you think about your journey that people don't know when they look
Hmm.
where you are today?
Okay. So being the first doctor in my entire family tree, and also being the in a middle class family, there are always expectations from me, and there's a lot of responsibilities and uncertainties that I have to go through that not everybody knows. But yes, it's difficult at times, but I chose to keep going. I love the process. I love the privilege that I am getting to work hard. And that's how I love to begin my day, doing all the hard things. And yes, I always take one step at a time.
That's actually impressive, and I have literally seen this that if you have seen, we are very real person nowadays, but
Exactly.
it doesn't depend that are we real or not, but we it depend at what we consume. So I think
Exactly.
one of the real there was that what a privilege that you get tired of the work what you are doing, and
Exactly.
then that actually makes sense, and that actually give a different kind of happiness and pleasure. But so as you told that you are the first member of your family to become a dentist, uh, even doctor, right? So it's really, it's very happy and very generous moment for you and for your family.
Mhm.
But can you tell me that um, for sure this field is not easy. So do you feel any time to quit? And if it's there, so why? And how did you deal with that?
Honestly speaking, that about quitting dentistry, I don't usually feel about it, and I don't think I ever will feel about quitting dentistry because if you would ask me this question in my first or second year, then I would have definitely told you otherwise because I doubted myself in my first 2 years of BDS journey. Like I questioned myself that was this path for me because BDS is never the first option of anyone. It's
Mhm.
always the second option after MBBS. So it was the same for me as well. And but later on, in the later stages of my life, during my third year, when I got into clinical postings, I remember the patients I did. I remember the satisfaction that I brought to the patients, and that's what changed my perspective, I would say. So now dentistry has become like my passion, and I I don't want to retire from dentistry. It's at that level right now. Like if you would ask that what age I would want to retire, I would say no, I don't want to retire because that's it. That what has dentistry given to me, I guess, and that's what a type of person this field has made me become. And I love to do what I'm doing right now, and I never ever think about quitting it anytime soon.
Yeah, that's really true. Like, um, I would say that my first preference was dentist only.
Oh,
It was,
great.
yeah, it was never
These
MBBS.
these these are very rare people.
Yeah, I do love surgeries. I do love. That's
Mhm,
why I'm into a implant fellowship right now.
mhm,
But I never wanted to go to MBBS because of many
mhm,
reasons. I thought the dentistry is best option for me. But yes, the way you told that third year actually changed everyone because we get the clinical exposure. We understand the patient very well.
mhm.
So, where you told that you, the third year mainly is your favorite, it's where your journey started to become the dentistry,
Definitely.
the favorite one. So, what lessons does the dentistry taught you that no textbook can ever make you understand?
I guess the most important lesson what I learned was humility
Mm,
because you can become the best doctor in the room. You can have all the skills in the world, but when a patient comes in front of you all scared and anxious, you need
mm,
to become a human first because
yeah.
that's what important. That is what the tendency of a doctor should be. That you should become a human first and a dentist second. So I would say humility is what dentistry has taught me, apart from the textbooks.
Mm. No, that's the real one actually because
Mhm.
treatment तो कर लेंगे but what about the
Exactly,
care that we give? Because
exactly.
more than a treatment, the soft skills come first because you are, after all, you are consulting the patient first and then you are going to the chair. So
Right.
even that 5 minutes matter the most.
Right. The patient को, I mean, patient comes to you, you can explain the treatment plan. आप उसको एक्सरे में बता सकते हो आपको ये हुआ है, इन्फेक्शन हुआ है. ठीक है, that matters at a point.
Yeah.
But what matters to a patient is the experience. मतलब आपने उनको कैसे feel करवाया during that whole treatment. I guess that's what gets a major impact on
Mm.
the clinician as well as the patient.
Yes, very true, very true. And I think here only many dentists uh, pass and many dentists fail.
That's the major difference between a successful dentist and the
Yeah,
one that doing average.
yeah, very true. So, when you look back to your career, like this
Mhm.
all 5 years, what is the proudest moment you can tell that it's something that you will never forget in your whole life?
I love the patient's feedback. If I love that how the patients tell me that how I made them feel,
Yeah.
because that is something that makes me really proud. And coming to personal milestones, I would say that I was the one in my graduation that who brought their parents on the stage to receive
Wow.
the degree. So my parents receiving the degree instead of me on that dais was a special moment for me, because I know what they have done for me, the sacrifices and everything through these previous 5 to 5.5 years. So that was for them, and I saw the tears in their eyes, and that gave me a feeling that I should be proud of. So I would say that moment.
Yes, this actually हम ना थोड़े बदनाम है इस साल कि जेन जी ऐसे होते हैं
Mhm.
ऐसे होते हैं बट आई वुड
Mhm.
डेफिनेटली से दिस थिंग दैट व्हेन आवर पेरेंट्स टेक द डिग्री
Mhm.
बिकॉज हमें चलो ठीक है वी आर इन अ डिफरेंट फेज कि वी हैव टू डू द हार्ड वर्क सेक्रीफाइस आवर स्लीप एंड ऑल बट वॉट हार्ड वर्क दे आर डूइंग they are the someone जो हम we are the film actors and they are the directors so
Mhm.
they are the one जिनके वजह से it's possible so when my degree was I when I was graduated I was in UK like जब हमें
Okay.
अपनी डिग्री मिल रही थी तो हम यूके में थे I was in UK and my
So you
parents
couldn't take your degree on the
no
graduation.
no
Oh.
so my parents went to take my degree,
Oh.
but they sent me the pictures. They called me ki honey, we miss you today. I wish you were, and I was crying on that day ki oh God. And then when I got my second degree, that was in UK, they came and they were the most happiest, literally. I have my story on my Instagram just
Mhm.
for them that because of them it's possible and they were so happy on that day. I can see on their face. So that was the something the highlight of my whole entire life it would be. It's not
That's really
just
special.
yeah, it is. I think we are the person that even the small things matter. We understood from
Mhm.
you. So
Yes.
yeah, that's true. So, many people admire you, and I'm the one. I'm saying that because I get inspired from your profile a lot, and I really love the way you say about the finance, you say about your life, you say about how to deal things because these are small things and everyone face it, but no one talks about it. So I really love the way you say, but I need to say that everything that looks on like on the outer world, it's not easy.
Mhm.
So what's the thing like people admire you, but what's the thing for you because it's much harder. So how will you tell about it that whatever it looks, but it's hard, but you deal it. So how would you explain that?
What people usually notice and tell me about is the balance I do,
Yeah.
because I am into fitness. I am a
Mm,
dentist. I do content
mm,
creation as well. I am an athlete. I love running.
mm.
So I love to balance things, and as I said, and everyone says right recently that it's a privilege to do all these things,
Yeah,
and I genuinely believe in it, because balance is what keeps me going apart from the usual life of just doing dentistry. Of course, I love doing that, but there are certain things that brings you out of all the stressful career situations, stressful life during, because the BDS journey wasn't easy. So
correct.
it's what important was the balance, and that's what people usually tell me that how do you do this? And I feel that's a privilege to do, and not everyone has that. Not everyone is good at everything, but I would say that I love doing it all, and if I am into it, then I am through it anyhow.
Yeah, that's correct. But if you are balancing everything, and I know it's not easy
Mhm.
because the things too many things are going on in a day. But how do you plan your day? Like, do you sit and plan your day, or what do
Yes.
you do?
I usually plan my entire day of previous on the previous night only
Okay.
because I don't like last minute surprises or last minute plans,
Hmm.
and because I have learned to say no to all the last minute plans just to make my day what I have planned.
Hmm.
So मुझे जैसा डे चाहिए रहता है वो अगर स्मूथली जाता है तो आई हैव लर्न टू से नो टू मेनी थिंग्स just because to keep that consistency in me going. So I plan a previous day that what I'm going to do on the next day and I work according to it.
Yeah, that's nice. And I think this thing everyone should learn and everyone should do to plan their day in previous night, because it takes like how hardly 10 minutes.
10
And
minutes, right?
yeah, but this will make your whole day. Like when you sleep at next day, you will be really proud of yourself that you have actually deal with everything and you have been great to it. So it is something that we all should do it. So
Exactly, exactly.
yeah, and that's how the success follows you, I feel, because success is always a byproduct. It's never
Mm-hmm.
that bus mil jayega. It's never like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really happy and really want to make the highlight of that point that you say no to things,
Mm-hmm.
because most of people can't say no. They
Mm-hmm.
always say yes, yes, okay, आ जाते हैं,
हो
let's
जाएगा.
go with this, हो जाएगा. But no, if you can't do it, so just say it no, you can't do it. So
Exactly.
that's really something that it's good that you make the point. So as we talk that success comes with that only. So what is
Mm-hmm.
one thing that people take wrong about the success?
People usually think these days that they only think of the visible part that's seen. They don't know what's behind it. So what it has taken for a person to go through in his life to come at a place where he currently is at. Because uh, people think that सक्सेस nowadays is a big opportunity. Like अगर मुझे मौका मिलता है तो मैं कर
Hmm.
दूंगा या फिर मैं कर दूंगी. But what
Hmm.
I feel is that opportunity and luck is just a part of it. You have to create that opportunity. You need to create that luck in you
Hmm.
because this is not developed overnight. Your
Correct.
years of hard work, your years of what you would say to keep going doing that same boring things is what would create that opportunity and that luck. Because I have heard many people say कि यार हमें तो मौका ही नहीं मिला, यार शायद आज हमारा दिन ही नहीं है. अरे दिन बनाओ, अरे मौका बनाओ तुम लोग, तभी तो
Correct.
मिलेगा.
Correct.
So that's a misconception I feel in today's generation. And these Gen Z kids, I would say, although I am also a Gen Z kid,
Yeah, we
but I would say that they are very what you would say nazuk.
hmm.
Nazuk. They want easy results. They don't want to
Yeah.
go through the hardships and all. They want less hard work and they want results very soon. But
Very.
that's not how life is because there are setbacks. तुमको life will give you chance, but it's like that you have to make the most out of it. And the chance will only be given by your life when you have worked for that chance. So
Hmm.
I feel that grabbing it and working for that opportunity is what matters the most, and is that luck and everything is just a misconception.
Yeah, I think the consistency plays the major role. When
Mm-hmm.
you have this, you will do great. I don't know why, but I am really loving the journey of
Mm-hmm.
Diljit Dosanjh, because if you see that um, India, matlab like Hindi here in Bollywood, everyone knows him very recently. But as I'm a Punjabi, so I have been following him from his first movie, and matlab, I was so younger, and I've listened to his podcast, and he told that it's 18 years journey, and he
Oh,
hasn't said no to any of his song. Like कहीं भी अगर he got an opportunity कि can you perform here, he's like yes, I will do it. एक दिन में he has done 3 shows, and for example he have done in different states at same day. So
Hmm.
we know the traveling thing is so difficult and everything. So he always said कि मैंने कभी ना नहीं बोला है. And recently I was just seeing his story. So um, he got an opportunity कि his birthday, on his birthday it will be declared as Diljit Dosanjh Day.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's such a
that's what hard work does to you, na? That's what
that
passion drives you to do that three
yes,
shows in a day.
correct. So like when everyone used to ask me also कि what are you getting out of it? Like doing work, doing fellowships, and doing this podcast and content. It's just something that it's kind of our personality that we are disciplined, and our consistency matters than what we are getting the result. क्योंकि एक दिन
Agree.
आपको रिजल्ट मिलेगा. वॉट एवर यू डू इट यू विल गेट रिजल्ट आइदर इन गुड और आइदर इन बैड, बट यू विल. सो यू मेड अ ट्रू पॉइंट दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी तो ही मिलेगी अगर आप उसको मांगोगे और आप उसके साथ जाओगे. ऐसे नहीं कि वो अपने पास आएगी. सो दैट्स
Exactly.
रियली ट्रू. So, as in start, you told that earlier you used to wake up by 9:30, 10, and now you started to wake up
Yes.
at 6:30. So, what is one habit that you developed in yourself to make yourself that consistent and disciplined?
One habit that I made, I
Yeah.
would say that I am passionate about things. The passion has become my habit
Mm.
because, as I said, I'm not just passionate about dentistry, I'm passionate about fitness, about myself, how the way I look, how I approach others, how can make myself better as a person. Because
Mm.
these are the things that in the early stages of your life you definitely ignore.
Yeah.
And if that daily habits can turn into a passion, if you like to look well, if you like to dress well, if you want to be presented towards others, towards your patients, towards I love to educate others as well. So if you are doing things passionately, if you are not taking it as a habit, but you are doing it with a passion, I would say that it would create a really simple journey for you because आप वही करते हो जो आपको पसंद आता है.
Correct.
तो अगर आप वो चीज कर रहे हो और आपने उसकी मतलब you don't like doing that, so there's no point. So you
Mm.
make sure that you love what you are doing. So that's the mantra I would say I go through because मैं वही करता हूँ जो मुझे पसंद है और अभी मैं जो भी कर रहा हूँ सारी चीजें मुझे पसंद.
Yeah.
So that has become my habit now.
Yeah. That is actually a great one because till the time you don't love,
Mm.
uh, nothing will make you crazy about it. So
Exactly.
if you want to be crazy, so love that thing.
Exactly.
So that's really true. So if you could go back to your dental school, like first year to your internship, what advice you want to give to your younger self?
I would just say that don't rush yourself because, as I said, that starting 2 years was too stressful and too heavy for me. I
Yeah,
would just say that take times, things will work for you, and don't stress at all. Don't think of ever quitting, although I didn't. But yes, don't ever give that a thought also.
mm,
So that's what I would tell myself, that just keep going, just follow the process and don't wait for the result. Just keep going and keep going. Eventually, everything will fall into places. And yes, it was the second option for me, and it worked out pretty well. So don't think of that way.
yes, very true. That's really a good advice. Not only for the younger self of you, but I think for whole world that we should never quit on any part of our life. Just give.
Exactly. We should just focus on becoming a better every day.
Yeah.
Like even in gym, we when we start the gym, we lift weights from 5 kg onwards, but eventually we go to 15 and 20 kgs
Correct.
by lifting the weight. So that's how life is. That things fall into places. It's just that you need to keep going.
Correct. I saw this somewhere that Just every night, just focus that you become 1% better. You don't have to
1%, right?
become 100%, 50%, ऐसा कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है. Just become the 1% better. जो आज किया है उसे 1% better कल बनो. तो
Exactly.
this how you will become the best version of yourself. That's that's really a great advice. But so like now as we I can take us in this position that
Mm-hmm.
we started earning. Okay, somewhere at a point we
Mm-hmm.
start earning. So the new
Mm-hmm.
like new people or like new generation like us only we will take because we are at the same age group. So when we
Mm-hmm.
start earning, so many of them feel कि चलो आज तो हमने कमा लिया, let's spend it, and they spend just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what you will tell here that when you start earning, what advice you want to give?
I guess as I said, कि Gen Z and these recent kids, not kids, I would say, because I am also a Gen Z and I am saying myself a kid. But yes, no, I would say that सबको ऐसा है कि पैसा आ रहा है तो हम उसको उड़ाएंगे. That's
Hmm.
rightly said by you. But I want every other person in who is watching this or who will ever watch this, I want them to
Hmm.
invest because once you start earning, because everybody nowadays wants easy results. They
Hmm.
want to do less work and they want more money. And everyone is money driven these days. No
Correct.
one is no one is like, yes, I like this thing, so I'm doing it. No
Hmm.
one is like this today in this world because everyone is like, इसमें पैसा है, तो मैं ये चीज करूंगा या करूंगी.
Hmm.
What I would suggest everyone is that if you start earning in your early stages of life, I would want everyone to invest. There are so many options. There are so many things you can invest in from being 18 years, 19 years, 20 years. I want them to invest from these years on because it's the matter of your future. Because when you invest in such early stages of life, your future gets stable. Like, not
Hmm.
stable, I would say, but you might give a second thought to your future that if things won't work, if things didn't work as you have something that you can
Correct.
look about. You have that capital that you did this from your early stages of life. So that's what I would suggest to invest stocks, multiple things these days. Everyone is having. So yes, invest in early stages of life. Don't think of spending. जैसा पैसे आता है वैसे उड़ाओ मत. Definitely, there is you have a life to live. तुम enjoy करो, but there should always be limits. There should be a proper plan, financial plan, spending plan. There should be a plan about how much do you want to spend in a month, because even the richest of the rich person has the plan. वो अंधा पैसा होने के बाद भी कोई ऐसा उड़ा देता नहीं. They
Hmm.
have a set target. This much I have to invest, and that's how you develop in life. That's how you that's how you make your future a little bit better, I would say.
So what investment will you say like how can we invest or how can we save for some of the examples that you can say it here.
Uh, for doctors, I would say, for the recent doctors or those who don't know, I would say that the degree what we have, that is the doctor's degree, is a way bigger asset than anything.
Hmm.
So, in spite of investing in the stocks or property initially, I would suggest that protect the degree that you have. Go
Hmm.
into go into things that would protect your degree. Get an insurance of your own degree. I recently put a video on insurance as well about the Professional Indemnity Act that not many doctors or dentists go through, and they are not aware of it because we have seen many medical legal cases these days, even in India and all over the world. So I would say protect your asset first and invest later. If you are a doctor, first make sure that your degree is protected, and then investment, you have a lot of options. You have systematic investment plans known as SIPs. You have property to invest. You have stocks, mutual funds. There are many options. SIP, which I feel that I began from a very younger age, I would say. I started my SIP when I was 19, I guess.
Oh,
It
wow.
was a small amount. It was just 200 rupees back then because I was not earning. I used to
Mm.
do it from my pocket money.
Mm.
But yes, that has developed quite well now because it has been more than 7 to 8 years now,
Yeah.
and the compounding that it has brought is pretty amazing. And yes, that's what I would suggest, that SIPs are a go-to options if you have a small amount to invest.
Mm.
And if you have a good amount, a good capital, you can go to property as well. That's a stable kind of thing.
Mm.
And yes, these days stocks and mutual funds are also great. But I would also suggest that if you have a proper knowledge of it, then only you should go for it. You should not trust any sources or anything blindly, or any messages on Telegram or WhatsApp that this one is good, we should just buy this stock and everything. I first gained the knowledge of it. I did many courses and classes about stocks and mutual funds, and then I made sure that I know everything, because where my money is going, I should know where I'm putting
Mm.
it, how much is I getting, is it worth or not. So that is what I do currently. But behind it is that I have a basic and a strong foundation, that I make sure that I know everything.
Yeah, this is really a great point. Um, Even I wasn't aware of dental insurance, like the
Exactly.
degree one. I didn't knew that. I think I will do that now after.
Yes, definitely.
Like
Be-
that's something.
Because nowadays it's like doctors are getting into many medical legal cases, because
Yeah,
अगर डॉक्टर की गलती नहीं है, we have seen many videos
yeah,
कि
yeah, yeah.
people are not aware कि patient को ऐसा हो गया, and they always blame the doctors, although
Correct,
every time it's not true. डॉक्टर की
correct.
गलती नहीं होने पे भी डॉक्टर पे केस हो जाती है. So
Hmm.
at this time, we need to have something that is backing ourselves, that is backing our degree. Because if we get into a medical legal case, there is a huge amount that we need to spend on the lawyers, on the court fees,
Yeah,
on the outside court settlements, and that would bring out all our savings. तो
correct.
अब हमें जहाँ पे इन्वेस्ट करना था, जिसके लिए हमने इतना पैसा बचाया था इन्वेस्ट के लिए, अगर वो एक ऐसी मिसकंसेप्शन वाली चीज की वजह से अगर चले जाता है, तो तुम हाउ कैन यू इन्वेस्ट? So
Correct.
it's very important that we protect the asset that we have right now. That is a degree.
I think everyone should do this. Every doctor should do this. I think even I am gonna do this on Monday definitely because today though everything is closed. But yeah, this is something very true. And thank you for making this point. It's real. It's eye opening point to be very honest. It is. And about the stock thing, yeah, it is really great. I have heard that it is very great, but since at the same time, I've heard that it is dangerous also.
That's what I said. That if you
Yeah.
have the foundation, if you have learned what stocks, what
Yeah.
mutual funds is, then you have to go for it. You should not trust blindly कि सब बोल रहे हैं यार इसमें तो मिलता
Yeah,
है, अच्छा
बहुत अच्छा
इन्वेस्टमेंट
है.
करेगा.
Correct.
That's not always true.
Yes, that's not always true. That's true. But the SIP thing, yes, everyone should do it. Whatever you are earning, at least give some percentage to there because that
Exactly.
will benefit you only. And even I
Mhm.
have done that thing. So, yes, by next year I will get to know how it is going. But yeah,
Mhm.
जब जाते हैं ना तब थोड़ा सा खुशी भी होती है and it is like कि yes, we have saved something from our and then ahead you start saving your another thing. So that's really great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once people start earning more, they spend more.
Yeah.
So I'm totally against it, and I don't understand this concept as well. So I've given this term as lifestyle inflation. So पैसे कमा रहे हो तो ज्यादा उड़ाओगे ऐसा नहीं होता. You need to have a proper plan.
So like I have heard this, okay. I may be wrong, but let's talk on this because I think that many people are facing this, not just me, I would say. Ki when we earn about the certain amount, okay, and we have in a bank, so when you go in a outer world, so you are being judged, like you are judged. It's not that I'm just speaking the reality that कि आप क्या कपड़े पहन रहे हो, आप क्या what watches are you wearing, what shoes are you wearing and everything. एंड चलो ये आपकी पर्सनालिटी हो गई, एंड दूसरा होता है कि फॉर योर ओन सेटिस्फेक्शन कि लेट्स गो ऑन अ लीव फॉर लाइक वीक या कुछ ऐसे, एक हफ्ते या ऐसे लीव पे जाते हैं. So there are things like that. Do you think this all is because they all have a good amount when we spend? It's a good amount of money we spend on this.
You
So
mean we spend on this lifestyle things like
yes,
clothes,
yes,
brands, and
yes,
everything?
yes,
Okay.
yes. Because many of us like personality matters. तो अगर हम कहीं जा रहे हैं तो दे सी कि हम क्या पहन रहे हैं. अगर हम क्या पहन रहे हैं तो ऑब्वियसली वी गो फॉर अ गुड ब्रांड. एंड अगर हम उधर जाते हैं तो ऑब्वियसली एक्सपेंस आता है. तो डू यू थिंक दैट वी शुड गो ऑन दिस ऑल फैक्टर्स और नॉट?
Speaking frankly, personality definitely matters. The way you look, the way you groom yourself,
Hmm.
the money you spend on yourself would definitely, I would say, as an investment on you. But
Hmm.
it's not always that you just need to go out there and buy things that are branded or that are fancy, that are expensive. There are many. I don't usually invest on shoes more than 10,000 rupees. Everyone says, यार ये A6 का ले लो, इसका 30,000 का है, ये
Hmm.
वाला ले लो. I'll definitely do that once I have that much of potential.
Hmm.
But just to follow the trend, just to make everyone get my attention, I won't do these things at all because I know the limits. I know how much I need to spend on such fancy items. Yes, definitely. If I love spending on myself, that I would count as an investment. But there are many ways to spend on yourself. It's not just going towards a specific brand. And speaking
Yeah.
of personality, yes, yes, you were saying.
No, 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 please go ahead.
And speaking of personality, it definitely matters in a field because अगर कोई doctor है, like he's not dressed, he's like not dressed properly, or he's having like uh, different kind of hairs and everything, then it from a patient's point of view, I would say it becomes difficult for the patients to trust that kind of a doctor.
Hmm. Yeah.
अगर कोई आ रहा है like sleeveless में आ गया, it's like that choice, it's definitely their choice to wear anything and not against it. But when you are in some career that is way too professional, and I feel there should be a sense like the proper dressing matters. Although सब लोग बोलते हैं कि नहीं रे, हमारी मर्जी है, these days it's trending कि नहीं,
Yeah.
whatever we want we'll do, हमको जैसा चाहिए वैसा करेंगे. Definitely you can do whatever you want, but पेशेंट के पर्सपेक्टिव से अगर देखना है, यू नीड आप उसी से ट्रीटमेंट कराओगे, आप उसी का सुनोगे जो वेल ड्रेस्ड और जो प्रॉपर आपको कम्युनिकेट कर रहा है. सो although people would say that although people would say that it doesn't matter, but it matters.
Hmm. या इट डज मैटर, बट जो हमने पहले बात की, इट्स ट्रूली करेक्ट कि यू शुड मेक योर लाइक स्पेसिफिक अमाउंट. जैसे आपने बोला कि आई डोंट स्पेंड मोर देन 10,000 ऑन शूज. यस, सो यू शुड हैव योर ओन बजट, बिकॉज आई डोंट थिंक कि ये सिर्फ हम हैं, बट इवन द जो बड़े फिल्म एक्टर्स हैं या वॉट एवर, इवन दे हैव देयर ओन बजट्स. कि मतलब
Exactly.
इस पे ही we will go. Yeah, budget can vary according to where
Exactly.
you are and कहाँ पे
At
हो and all, which place, which position, what you are earning. Yes, it will, but make a budget and do accordingly. मतलब, but yeah,
definitely.
please groom yourself. It's a good thing that because it's an investment and not only for the patient thing, I would say it's for the different also. अगर आप कहीं जा भी रहे हो तो आपको if you are well dressed, they will take you seriously. And if you
Exactly.
are just like, just sitting like that, uh, they will not take you seriously. They will take you casually कि चल ठीक है,
Mhm.
ये बंदा है, ठीक है, हो जाएगा. So why
Exactly.
to make your own personality down? So yeah, that's true. So I've seen one of the reel in your account that where you have talked about the drugs, like which medicine to be
Mhm.
prescribed. So if you can tell me the common drugs that everyone dentist should know.
Mhm.
So what are they?
Common drugs everyone should.
Yeah, like for
The
example,
three basic drugs
antibiotics.
everyone should know
Yeah.
are the painkillers, antacids, and the antibiotics. That's what that's what dentist prescribes.
Yeah.
And without, if even if they know know what's for what they are prescribing, they do this only. Even if they don't know for what, they prescribe these three medicines and it's done for them. Because as a dentist, these three drugs are what we roam around and around on every patient.
Yeah, that's true.
I can definitely not say the brand names over here, but yes, these are the things.
Yeah, that's true because 99% तो हम हर पेशेंट को यही देते हैं. जो 1% है that is कि अगर they have some issues with their medical conditions, then
Medical
the
condition.
drugs get vary because
Exactly.
then we have to take care about it. So yeah, let's take point on this that do you remember those drugs also कि हमें जब change करने होते हैं कि ये नहीं ये. For example, if someone is in, I will not say the penicillin one because that's the most common one जो हमें सिखाया गया है. So I will not talk about that. But if like some patient have kidney problem, liver problem, they can't be prescribed the same amount of drug that we are prescribing others. So do you remember at that time कि अरे हाँ we have to give this. So do you have that in mind?
यस डेफिनेटली, वो तो मैटर करता ही है बिकॉज क्या देना चाहिए उससे इम्पोर्टेंट है क्या नहीं देना चाहिए,
Correct.
कौन सा ड्रग नहीं प्रिस्क्राइब करना चाहिए. सो भले ही तुमको दो तीन ड्रग्स नहीं पता हो कि हमें ये
Hmm.
देने चाहिए, पर ये पता रहना चाहिए कि तुम्हें क्या नहीं देना है बिकॉज दैट कैन वर्सन द कंडीशन. सो दैट्स व्हाट वी आर taught in the school, in the dental school ना, कि why medical history is that important, because
Important.
all these things matter. एंड आई
Hmm.
वुड से दैट सिर्फ प्रिस्क्रिप्शन देना ही काफी नहीं है. मतलब फर्स्ट, प्रिस्क्रिप्शन से इतना इफेक्टिवनेस नहीं आता है जितना आपकी कॉन्फिडेंस से आता है.
Correct.
लाइक वी हैव लर्न द प्लेसिबो इफेक्ट.
Hmm.
डॉक्टर के पास जाके मल्टीविटामिन दे दी, पेन हो रहा है, पेन चले गया, कैसे क्या मल्टीविटामिन से. So that's it. That's the confidence that the dentist speaks. That the trust that they have built on the patient has
Understood.
seen in the doctor. तो
That's
जस्ट
true.
प्रिस्क्रिप्शन मैटर नहीं करता. एक 2 मिनट का सेशन रख लो पेशेंट के पास कि कौन सा ड्रग कब लेना है, कितने टाइम लेना है, इससे क्या साइड इफेक्ट होगा. द पेशेंट शुड नो एवरीथिंग. So related to drugs and everything, I think that this is what everyone must know.
Hmm. No, that's really true. Because your patient जो आ रहे हैं वो आफ्टर ऑल आपके पास ठीक होने आ रहे हैं.
Exactly.
तो उनको उतना कॉन्फिडेंस, उनको उतना सपोर्ट दे दो कि दे फील कंफर्टेबल विद यू. एंड व्हेन दे फील कंफर्टेबल ना, आई रिमेम्बर दैट इन आवर ओएमआर डिपार्टमेंट आई थिंक they used to say कि if you hear the patient will give you the diagnosis अपने आप से.
Himself. Exactly.
They will
Very
tell
true.
you the problem also and they will give you the diagnosis also कि मैं ये करता हूँ तो मैं
Very
ठीक
true.
हो जाता हूँ.
Very true.
So they will tell you just hear out the patient. I would say before the
Exactly.
treatment, give 15 minutes to consultation. I know this looks long, but many things come up. आपका प्रिस्क्रिप्शन अपने आप रेडी हो जाता है. आपका डायग्नोस अपने आप रेडी हो जाता है. क्या ट्रीटमेंट करने वाले हो, कितनी देर करने वाले हो, सब रेडी होके आपके दिमाग में फिट हो जाता है. एंड
Very rightly said.
व्हेन आई वाज इन लाइक कॉलेज तब मुझे डायग्नोसिस पता नहीं रहते थे. आई वुड
Mhm.
डेफिनेटली से वन थिंग, इट्स अ वेरी recent situation like 2 or 3 days ago one. As I'm an associate, so I was standing and my sir was consulting. So one patient came and she started to say कि ना कि मेरे मुझे बचपन पे लगा था, मतलब ट्रॉमा हिट हुआ था इन इंसाइजर्स, मतलब आगे वाले दांत पे. एंड वो डिसकलर हो रहा है, उसको कोई पेन नहीं है एंड नथिंग बट इट्स गेटिंग डिसकलर. सो व्हेन शी वाज सेइंग, वन थिंग वाज गेटिंग टिक इन माय माइंड कि हाँ ये है ये. एंड आई गॉट द थिंग इट्स अ पल्प नेक्रोसिस. एंड वहाँ से द डायग्नोस एक्चुअली कम पल्प नेक्रोसिस. बिफोर टेकिंग आरसीटी, बिफोर टेकिंग एक्सरे, वी गॉट
X-ray. Yes.
डायग्नोस्ड कि क्या है. वी
Exactly.
जस्ट हियर आउट द पेशेंट.
Exactly.
सो आई थिंक आप पेशेंट को सुनो, उसको क्या ट्रीटमेंट चाहिए. वी वेंट विद दैट, वी वेंट विद वीनियर्स. that okay, because you don't have any pain. But yes, we told her that in further, if you got the pain, so we will have to go for the root canal. But abhi we will give you the veneer because your main concern is just the
Aesthetic.
discoloration. Yeah, aesthetic. So we will just go do that. शी गॉट रेडी ओके, बिकॉज हमने उसके डायरेक्ट पॉइंट पे हमने बात की. सो यर आई मुझे ये समझ में आता था कि आई जस्ट रिमेंबर आर डेंटल कॉलेज थिंग्स कि just hear out the patient. They will give you everything. They will give you what problem they are. They will give you the treatment plan. They will give you the diagnosis. They will tell you everything. And before you are just going to take an X-ray to confirm कि हाँ
Exactly.
जो हम सोच रहे हैं वो सच है. So yeah, this is truly true what you told. So let's talk about something about the content creation. So like the way we are doing right now. So the thing is that when you are also stepping in a content creation, मतलब आपके Instagram reels हैं, and for sure you are also making videos and everything. So have you saw any changes in human behavior with you while creating this content when they reach out to this content?
Yes, I started my content creation a year back while I was doing my internship. And the earlier motto was just that I wanted to digitalize my field.
Hmm.
But eventually, I got to know that this is a way more bigger game than it is now, because the the impact you have on the people's life is very immense. Like earlier, I used to, on personal perspective, I would say, earlier मैं इतना देखता था कि मैं कैसा लग रहा हूँ, मैं
Hmm.
कैमरा में ठीक है क्या नहीं, मेरे बाल अच्छे हैं क्या नहीं, मैं बोल बराबर रहा हूँ या नहीं. It used to matter for me. But what I felt that कि people don't want perfection. They want that authenticity. उनको
Hmm.
raw चाहिए चीज़ कि तुम
Hmm.
जैसे हो तुम वैसे बताओ.
Hmm.
Because in our field, people usually take doctors as professionals. कि इनका सब ऐसा ही होगा, they will be so perfect, इनका routine ऐसा होगा. Not every day I wake up at 6:37. Of course, 9 तो बज ही जाते हैं कभी ना कभी. So there are bad days. So
Hmm.
I love to show all the raw and the real things on that. कहाँ पे मेरे failures हैं, what am I doing right now, and everything, because I feel that कि अगर तुमको wider audience पहुंचना है, if you have to get into a bigger audience, if you want to motivate, because my basic motto is motivation and education. So if you want to achieve that, you have to be real, you have to be raw. You need
Hmm.
not be perfect in that, because that's what I have learned from content creation. अभी मैं नहीं देखता मैं कैसा दिख रहा हूँ, because मुझे पता है कि ठीक है, people like that how I am, that's fine, that's what matters for me.
Hmm. Yeah, very true. So, actually, when from the time I started, so when I see my first video, I laugh on
Hmm.
myself कि ये क्या बनाया है, and ये क्यों ही डाला है मैंने. But
I never see my videos only. मुझे पसंद ही नहीं है मेरे वीडियो बनाए हुए वीडियोस, पता नहीं क्यों. मतलब मैं
actually,
पीछे देखता हूँ, मतलब क्या
yeah,
बनाया है यार, ये क्या बना रहा है तू, कुछ तो बना. मतलब मैं ऐसा हो जाता हूँ,
that
पसंद ही नहीं है मुझे.
that's very true. Very true. मतलब if I have uploaded something ना, it's done. उसके बाद I will never see my video
Never
back.
see it back.
And मतलब कभी नहीं देखती. But recently कुछ तो हुआ that I was just going to my profile because of some work and I saw there were 14 or 15 shares. So it is less, I know, but mine is whole
No, it's
about.
not less. 14 and 15, you get those people in front of you, there are many.
Yeah, there are many. That's true. मतलब I was when I was saying ना, so my content is only about a dentistry. मतलब it's nothing कि विजन टूथ क्यों पेन कर रहा है, नाइट पेन है तो क्या होता है. एंड वाई आई एम सेइंग दिस इज बिकॉज आजकल एवरीवन डायग्नोसिस ऑन देयर सेल्फ. मतलब
Mhm.
जब आई थिंक यू विल बी ऑल्सो फेसिंग दिस कि जब पेशेंट आते हैं ना तो वो बोलते हैं कि मुझे रूट कैनाल कराना है, मुझे विजडम टूथ सर्जरी कराना है, मुझे ये फीलिंग
Mhm.
करवानी है. दे नेवर से कि मुझे पेन है या मुझे ये प्रॉब्लम है. दे विल नेवर से दिस. So they diagnose on their own self. So to make things there easy, makes their life easy. I make the things ki if you have night pain, so please understand you are going through root canal treatment. And why I give them the reason. Because हमेशा solution पे मत भागो, उसके cause पे भागो. That's what I understand. कि मतलब if you don't know the cause about the problem, how will you treat the solution? वो तो बार बार आएगी ना. So just go with the cause. You will know, you will automatically get the solution. You don't have to run for that. So my motive is always that. So when I see that, I understood that people require this. It's not that yes, some of us don't say out loud, but they do require it. So with this only, I need to ask you that initially जब हम बनाते हैं, there will be a lot of criticism. There will be lot of comments कि क्यों कर रहे हो, क्या मिल रहा है इससे. स्टार्टिंग स्टार्टिंग में तो ये भी बोलते हैं कि कुछ कमा भी रहे हो क्या इससे. दे से दिस, दे आर द वर्ड्स. सो आई एम श्योर आपको भी कहीं ना कहीं इन फेज ऑफ लाइफ सुनने को मिला होगा. सो व्हाट आंसर डू यू से, और हाउ डू यू आंसर से जब हाउ डू यू डील विद इट.
Honestly, see, if you are putting out yourself there, then you are bound to get criticism. Initially, even I got the criticism. Everyone used to say कि क्या मेरे कॉलेज में ही होता था, क्या इन्फ्लुएंसर आ गया, क्या फिर आज क्या है वीडियो, आज किस पे है. This is very common.
या.
But yes, because that's the what motto behind it is very important. The purpose behind doing all of this, because it is not just for me that I want to earn, I want to get, because my motto was never getting into content creation for getting those brand deals or getting that money or anything. I always wanted to get what I know. I wanted to share it with others through this platform,
Hmm.
be it my lifestyle, be it my routine, be it my education, my knowledge, everything I wanted to share. And if even if one person gets benefit of it, then I would say it would be a successful journey for me of this content creation. So yes, there will be criticism. You are getting it. This world is full of critics. Everyone knows. थोड़ा भी कोई कुछ अच्छा करने चाहता है, कोई ना कुछ बोलेगा. पहले मुझे बहुत अफेक्ट करता था डेफिनेटली, बट आई टेक इट एज अ पॉजिटिव वे नाउ कि उन्होंने कुछ बोला है, थिंक अबाउट इट कि इससे मुझे कुछ बेनिफिट होगा क्या, इज देयर समथिंग दैट आई शुड लर्न फ्रॉम दिस. इफ यस, देन आई टेक इट वेरी सीरियसली एंड आई वर्क टुवर्ड्स इट. अगर नहीं, तो मैं छोड़ देता हूँ, भूल जाता हूँ कि बोला इसने, छोड़.
Hmm.
So that's the way of dealing with the critics.
That's really true actually. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the thing is कि अभी एट दिस जब स्टार्टिंग में आई वॉज बीइंग टोल्ड कि क्या कर रही है, आई एम लाइक या मतलब पता नहीं, आई वॉज इन डाउट शुड आई लीव दिस और शुड आई नॉट लीव इट or what. For example, this podcast only, not when I started. So बहुत जनों ने बोला कि what's this new thing you have started. So but अभी when I am seeing there are many patients, मेरे friends, my family used to see this and they understand कि यार हाँ इतनी चीजें हैं जो हमें पता ही नहीं है, जो
Exactly.
हमें पता होनी चाहिए. एंड व्हेन दे स्पीक टू यू ना दिस थिंग कि अरे क्या कर रही है, आई वुड से कि इसका मतलब ये है कि वो भी आपको देख रहे हैं. सो अगर वो आपको देख रहे हैं ना तो ही वो आपके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं,
Of
इसका मतलब
course.
यू हैव मेड योर ब्रांड. सो
Exactly.
वर्क सो हार्ड कि नाउ पूरी दुनिया आपके वो ब्रांड के ऊपर बात करे,
Exactly.
ना कि सिर्फ वो एक पर्सन. So yeah,
Exactly.
that's really true what you told, and I really love the way you put it out. So it's really nice. So but if like I've seen that many people follow you, correct? So what do you think? What qualities do you have that people as well as your patients feel comfortable and close to you?
I guess that's the quality what I'll be talking about. You have already said that you have to make the patient feel heard, and that's what you told, and I totally and completely agree with you. Because वो 5 मिनट का एक सेशन जो होता है आफ्टर योर ट्रीटमेंट इज वेरी
Hmm.
मच क्रूशियल, नॉट जस्ट टू not just in the way of retaining the patient to you, but also spreading that education and awareness ki kya ho sakta hai. Because patient has to be known all the effects. Patient को सब कुछ पता रहना चाहिए.
Correct.
क्योंकि when a patient comes to you, first it's the fear and the anxiety that kicks in. And वो pain तो बाद में होता है. Pain का treatment तो बाद में होता है.
Hmm.
First, you have to go through all that fear and anxious patient. So the patient, as I said earlier also, ki the patient would want to know everything, what you are doing, what procedure will be done, what are the effects and everything, how you made them feel, and what was the experience when they entered your clinic. How was the doctor towards the patient? Was he उसको उन्होंने जो भी बोला उन्होंने समझ के लिया क्या? उनके पर्सपेक्टिव से वो ट्रीटमेंट प्लान उनको अफोर्डेबल था, उनको सेटिस्फैक्टरी था. दैट ऑल मैटर्स टू अ पेशेंट.
Yeah.
उनको ये मैटर नहीं करता है तुम्हारे पास इंट्राओरल स्कैनर है, तुम्हारे पास बड़ी बड़ी मशीन्स है. दैट डजंट मैटर टू अ पेशेंट कितना डिजिटलाइजेशन है.
Hmm.
यस, ट्रीटमेंट प्लान में वो इफेक्टिव होगा फॉर अ पेशेंट, फॉर अ डॉक्टर्स कन्वीनियंस, फॉर गिविंग अ बेटर treatment to the patient.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what patient will remember is how the doctor made him feel.
How Dr. made him feel. Correct.
So
Yes.
that's the thing I would say, that to be heard by a patient is what is very essential.
Yeah, I do agree with it, and it's really important. Okay, so we are almost to end our podcast. So now we will have little rapid fire kind of
Done.
question, and it will be just like one word or one line. Okay.
Done.
So first, success or peace,
Peace.
property or stock,
Tough one both. Save aside for property, and if you have a good amount that you can take a risk at in stocks.
stocks. Okay. So one habit that changed your life.
Changed my life, doing the boring things every day.
That's true. I need to say here that जो भी ये बोलते हैं ना कि बोरिंग बहुत बोरिंग होता है तो एक ही लाइफ में चलते रहते हो आई वुड जस्ट सी गो एंड रीड द ऑटोबायोग्राफी ऑफ ऑल द फेमस पीपल जो जो आपको बताओ एंड देन वी विल टॉक अबाउट इट
No, I was saying boring things every day, but that boring things I like to do. Huh? For
हाँ
world it might be boring because I like those boring things to do.
नो करेक्ट one book every young dentist should read
One book. I am not that good book reader, but yes, there are many clinicians who have done good. Like there is a book by Dr. Ravi Pandey sir on finances to manage by young dentists. It's not yet out,
Mm.
so I'm not sure if you would put this before that book is launched, because he gave me he's a cosmetic dentist from Mumbai itself.
Okay.
And he gave me that book, which I read just the initial parts, but it was way too amazing. Like every other dentist has a book, like किसी के पास होता है कि क्या करना चाहिए,
Mm.
कैसा प्रोटोकॉल करना चाहिए, रूट कैनाल का स्टेप्स क्या है.
Mm.
Of course, that is a good, but this was something that was totally different and it was never said before. कभी किसी ने फाइनेंसेस पे बुक बनाई नहीं, स्पेशली फॉर डेंटिस्ट.
Yeah.
फाइनेंसेस पे बुक्स बहुत है, पर
Mm.
एज अ डेंटिस्ट तुमको क्लिनिक मैनेजमेंट से लेके एवरीथिंग कैसा रहना चाहिए. That's what that book is all about, and I'm not sure if it's out in the market yet, but it will soon be. So I want dentists, all the dentists, the practitioners, the experienced ones, and the young ones to go through that book once.
Okay.
Because
That's
I've seen the summary, I've seen the topics in that book, and it's really something that needs to be put out there.
that's really great. I am looking forward to read that then. Yeah.
Yes, it has that professional indemnity thing in that too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I put on that video on Instagram, and next day I met Dr. Ravi. He was saying, "भाई मैंने तुझे बताया कब कि मैंने ये डाला इसमें." सर, बोलता है भाई मैंने इंक्लूड किया है, बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट है. Okay.
Really great. That's really great. I'm looking forward to it and I will definitely read it.
Yes, you
I
should.
hope I will contact him and I will tell
Ah,
him.
definitely. He's very he's a celebrity dentist actually, and he's very approachable and a very amazing human.
That's great. Okay. So, skill or degree?
Skill or degree? Skill.
Hmm.
Anytime skill.
Money or freedom?
Money or freedom? Money and then freedom.
That's nice way to answer. One quality that every dentist should develop.
I said it before also, humility and approachable. You
Correct.
need to be approachable.
That's true. So let's have the one last question for today.
Hmm.
That what is one message you would want every young dentist and professional listening today to remember?
I guess every young dentist out there is just in this dilemma that कि dentistry is saturated. Dentistry में scope नहीं है. Dentistry के बाद MDS कर लो. इतने सारे questions, too many such questions are out there in the market.
Yeah.
But no one usually has the answer unless you go through it.
Hmm.
So I want everyone to take a little less stress to just complete, to just focus on one thing at a time. Take one step at a time. If you are in your first year, if you are in your second year, just do that part. Just clear your first year, then second year, third year, and eventually you will have your life sorted out. बिकॉज सब लोग सेकेंड ईयर में ही हमको बोल दिया जाता है कि यार इतना सैचुरेशन है, 3 साल बाद तो और
बहुत
डेंटिस्ट आएंगे, हर गली में 5 डेंटिस्ट है, क्या करना है? अरे भाई स्किल पे ध्यान दो, फोकस ऑन योर स्किल. You have,
true.
you can outskurt anyone if you have that skill.
Yeah.
Of course, in this world you need to be unique in some kind of way, but what I would say is just keep going. तुम लोग जो कर रहे हो just follow the process. इतना स्ट्रेस लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, रिजल्ट के बारे में सोचने की जरूरत भी नहीं है तुमको. You are still in the initial phase of life, the
Hmm.
young students I would say. So just keep going, keep learning, and always keep believing in yourself, and make sure you crack that routine of yours, bring that sleep schedule on time, and get yourself going through all the hardships. Because if you are in this field, consider yourself a privileged one, because not everyone gets to know what dentistry is from the inside, and it's really beautiful if you get through it. Yes, just keep going, be real, be raw. जैसे हो वैसे रहो, कुछ बदलने की जरूरत नहीं है. And yes, that's it from my side.
Thank this is really very great thing that you told. Be raw, be what you are, because most of the people are not being what they are. Because
Exactly.
of this world कि हमें ये अच्छा करना है, ये अच्छा करना है, yes, and ideally we will do it. So yes, thank you so much for today. And genuinely, this has been really great. There has been some really positive things and takeaway messages. What I feel the takeaway messages are about the one of the thing. First, get your dental insurance. It's the one
It's
of
the
the
priority
most,
one.
yeah, yeah, it is really the priority because यार आपका पूरा लाइफ आपने उस पे बनाया है तो डोंट वेस्ट इट सो या
Mhm.
दैट्स रियली समथिंग इट्स वेरी नेसेसरी सेकंड एज यू टोल्ड दैट हियर द पेशेंट जो वो बोले सुनो वो
Mhm.
आपको सब बताएंगे एंड द कामनेस यू हैव I think is the biggest takeaway. The calmness you have throughout this podcast was really great. And thank you so much for doing this with me. I hope you enjoyed. And
Definitely.
I hope we meet soon in person.
Yes, definitely. You're from Navi Mumbai. And I keep visiting Mumbai many times. And also, I would say that thank you for having me on this podcast, because the questions that you sent me earlier, like I just gave it one read, and I was like, cool, because these are the points that I want the world to know. I
Hmm.
want, because through my page also I try to get these points out. But if
Yeah.
I can reach wider audience through your podcast, if even 1 or 2% watch this feels beneficial from this, then I feel that this would be a very huge success
Hmm.
for me. So
True.
thank you for having me and putting out this point. I love the way you did everything throughout. The coordination, it was way too smooth. And also, I'm so sorry for delaying it,
No.
because I know previous, I guess, 3 week या 4 week या महीना हो गया रहेगा since you
Yeah.
have reached. उसके बाद में I was out and everything. So still you managed to do it today. I know you are working and आप evening में ही free थे, but you still managed at 8 a.m. according to my schedule.
नो, नो,
I
नो,
get it,
इट्स
and
लाइक वी बोथ सी ताली कभी भी एक हाथ से नहीं बजती, दोनों ने बहुत मैनेज किया, बहुत कोऑर्डिनेट किया, बट थैंक यू, इट्स बीन ग्रेट। सो या चलो
yeah,
आई
it
विल
was great. Definitely love the conversation.